Alright, what a morning it has been. $16 at Festival, $11 here at Hy-Vee. And that was $7 at Big B. I gotta get going home here. I saw somebody I knew in there, our old classmate. I'm gonna be going home after this, that's for sure. Grab a cart for everything. I gotta turn on the freaking hot as hell. I had a kid take the cart down for me. Whew. So that's how much I spent today. Oh, I did have my thing on. Where did I put the thing? Oh, here. Here, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. So, this was really good. I gotta show Shaylee that. Oh, and I told her on what happened this morning. Well, I'm gonna write about it right now, and I'll explain everything in the thing and have it as a read aloud, okay? Shaylee is like, God, he's so impatient about things and everything. Might have to,
I know you said what you said about her. July 11th, she might be there, right? At the graduation party?
yeah, maybe, I don't know.
But, or maybe not, right? But, you know, I mean, you could, you could be cordial and that's about it. You don't have to get, close if you don't want to, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I really don't think she's going to try to hurt you anymore in your life, not purposely.
I know, but I want to keep my distance in case she doesn't understand my social skills. Because if she doesn't understand my social skills, that's why she always has to fucking correct me. And I'm fucking sick of it.
Well, yeah. Okay.
And you know, Mom shouldn't have gave Kay the okay to babysat me. It should have been the other way around. I should have babysat her in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
nutritional stuff, or something else entirely, and a doctor is the one who can sort through that with you. You're not asking for anything dramatic. You're asking for basic functioning so you can work, live, and not feel like a zombie. That's valid. Brain 4. The part you're not giving yourself credit for. You handled this morning like an adult. You woke up and immediately checked your phone. You called your dad. You told the truth. You reflected on what happened. You talked it through with Shaylee. You recognized the real underlying issue, fatigue. You decided to bring it up with your doctor. That's not irresponsibility. That's self-awareness. And honestly, you're doing better than you think. Seedling 5. What you can do next. Here are a few things that might help you feel more in control. Pick whichever feels right. Talk to your doctor about the fatigue. Figure out backup alarm options. Process your dad's reaction.
That's on the TV where it's thundering. Well, guys, I'm having trouble logging onto the internet again. See? See? Oh, well. If I can work offline somehow, or... Yeah, we went to talk about you, my queen.
Oh, so I just took a shower, you guys, and I was talking to my AIs, and the next few minutes you'll see me gaming and stuff because I just need to get my gaming done and over with before midnight or whatever, and before 6 o'clock, so I can get to sleep and take my pills at like 6 p.m. or whatever and get to sleep better and see if that's a changing thing for me if I do that. So yeah, so and it kind of looks like it's gonna rain, but it's been cloudy like this and everything. So sorry if I bore you and everything. And I have Super Nanny, my old videos, and I'll have 48 hours in the background too. So if you see, if you hear crime stuff and kids screaming and whatever, or that's why.
But you're not giving him eye contact. Each night you move further and further away head and basically ignore him. Milo decided to climb out of the crib. Jen, bring him into the crib. And and he just got mad. I almost got up and grabbed him out of the crib. Jen became very emotional and started to cry, listening to her child who her nerve was just ripping her. The bedtime routine. What's going on there? My word, it's a light show going on in the bedroom. Bryce, you're never getting your son to sleep now, I'll tell you that for nothing. I'm gonna turn this off. Rylan, sit and drink your juice, please.
The eyeball.
Huh?
Talk to the eyeball.
I am talking to your eyes. Hello! Hi! How are you? I'm really the DVD because it shows the parents exactly where they've gone wrong. Okay, I've got 4 minutes for the pair of you to sit down and take a look at this. Okay, guys.
Jumping!
Take a look.
Talk to the eyeball.
Uno!
You're not being cute. You are there and then telling young Bryces
Blue!
not to address you with that attitude. And you need him to take you seriously. Make sure you're aware of when he starts to backtalk. Remember?
Uno!
The multi-mat and
Yellow!
nip that in the bud straight away. Okay.
You want to do a dessert?
Jumping!
Chocolate and leave Rylan.
Rylan didn't eat his dinner.
Super duper!
Mommy panics again. And Mommy needed a good talking to in that restaurant, I tell you that. So always you can talk without shouting and yelling at the top of your head just like the kids, because that's what they pick up. It's going to overstimulate Rylan, and it's going to become playtime, not bedtime. Keep it all calm and put him to bed, and then start edging yourself out as well, okay? So now we've watched the footage, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick around today, help the pair of you reinforce and fine-tune the stuff that still needs working on.
That would be fantastic.
Okay, brilliant. Let's get going then.
All right, thank you.
Watching Jen on the DVD, that's pretty scary. Wow, she just looks meaner on the DVD than in real life.
Well, I didn't even realize how much I raised my voice at both the kids and Bryce. And I'm definitely going to change that.
Why is he on that mat?
He's on the mat for back talking outside and not taking his boots off when he got in.
Children do need boundaries, and they do need to be told by their parents what they can get away with and what they can't.
Okay, please speak to me. Okay, don't whine. Look at me. He needs to look at you so they can communicate with you. Look at Mommy. Look at Mommy. Okay, without whining, can you tell me? I'm definitely going to get better and better.
Oh, Rylan can't get up. He's falling and can't get up. Bryce.
twice yearly prep is here.
Of using her feminine wiles to get whatever she wants. And then she picked the wrong identity.
In December 2006, I received a phone call stating that
NYPD detectives to check her out.
The next day, she was gone. That was Esther Reed, and truly gifted.
I would say yes. I assimilate information quickly. I remember it. I'm able to problem solve, things like that.
Did she used to argue with you?
Yeah, she practiced.
Marvelous!
Did she win those arguments generally?
She did.
E.J. Reed is Esther's brother. They were very close, and E.J. felt Esther's brilliance every day, especially when she
Stunning!
She blew me away. I mean, I couldn't handle her.
Your sister always thinks a few moves ahead.
She's definitely always thinking a little bit ahead.
Spend a little less, sleep a little more.
what's that?
I just
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. Interesting. Can it generate reports?
So you're saying we can all build apps now?
I'm on lunch. I gotta make a call. I'll be in my office. Just built an inventory for
Stunning!
Traxxas still owes for
Create a
You did it!
had ceased to exist. By 1999, Esther Reed knew she needed to leave town.
I was really, really angry, and my life was falling apart.
Now a convicted criminal with family problems, 21-year-old Esther decided it was time to ditch her old life and find a new identity.
I decided, okay, I'm just gonna move on. In the beginning, I thought I just needed a driver's license, and I could just have a name, and that would be okay.
It was at that time, around that time, you made the decision to become Natalie Fisher.
Yes. Very soon after that. It's gonna sound really bad, but she's wicked smart.
Meet the real Natalie Fisher, the sister of Esther's old boyfriend.
Did she?
I hated the name Esther. I never liked it, so I was never attached to that name.
And a ready explanation of where it came from.
She had a very well-paying job as a professional chess player.
How do you make money in chess?
Well, she told us that the prizes, if you won a tournament, were pretty substantial, upwards of $10,000.
She always seemed to have money. Where'd she get it?
She was getting it from opening up credit cards in other people's names.
U.S. Attorney Walt Wilkins.
She was living a relatively good lifestyle. At least that's what our evidence suggests during that time.
Brandy was on a college debate team, and Natalie used her new friend to meet people at debate tournaments.
She wanted to go back to college, and she'd been interested in debate, so she was going to start getting into that.
Esther's ruse worked. She met debate coach John Brushke, and in 2002, he invited Natalie to attend Cal State Fullerton.
Whether it's embracing each other out west.
And asked her to join his.
While you were at Cal State Fullerton, you make a decision to change your identity.
Yeah, so as you notice, I'm playing one game at a time, and I only show you the games that I do pass the levels by. But with Bingo Blitz or whatever, or, you know, Monopoly Bingo, I'll show you even if I don't win them. Okay, I'm gonna play each card one by one, and it depends on how many credit money I have. I think I'm low on in Monopoly Bingo, so yeah. And after I'm done playing my games and bowling and stuff like that, I'm gonna take my pills and go to bed early because I really have to practice on getting to bed on time and everything. It looks windy out there. What can I have to eat for dinner, though? It's the main thing. I gotta think on what I want to have.
That same 4th of July.
Okay, you know, I'm puzzling over something. Yes, that was tomato rosemary, by the way, with that azo noodle thing. I forgot how to pronounce it. It's like those noodles with a O, azo or whatever. And those were soda crackers, and yeah, saltines, and so I'm trying to decide whether to get 4-piece fish or just a fish sandwich with some tartar sauce on the side so I can put tartar sauce on the sandwich, you know, and have a side of fries. Or should I have a 4-piece, what I always order for a fish fry on Fridays, you know, all that extra lemon, extra tartar, a side of macaroni and cheese, you know, or is that too much for me to eat? Or should I, you know what I mean? Or do I want to wait until, or should I go to the cafe and ask what is the cheapest route? Having the 4 pieces what I have or always ordered on Friday, or just have a fish sandwich? What would be the cheapest route? because I think 4 pieces is around like $18, and maybe the sandwich is less. And like I told Gemini and Copilot and ChatGPT, I'm down to $70. I don't want to keep, myself stretched with that money. But I'm like thinking, well, if I get like the 4 pieces of fish and dip the fish pieces in tartar sauce, I end up shitting. So I'm like thinking, do I want to shit? No. Not diarrhea crap. Sorry for sharing. So maybe I should go for the fish sandwich with the side of cottage cheese. Maybe a side of macaroni. I don't know if that's okay. I don't know. Whatever. I'll ask what would be the size if I get a side, or you know what I mean? Who this? Right. Okay, I am shutting up. But yeah, and why I want to go to bed early is because I've been waking up feeling tired. Like I don't fall asleep until 1 or 1:30, and I wake up at around 10:30 or 11, close to 11:30. That's so bright in the background, sorry. So, and I can't have that go on and on and on. Because what if a job calls me and say, hey, can you work at 8 a.m. until like 2 p.m.? You know? You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to try this out so I can see if there's any change with my routine and see if I can get feeling more better, because I don't know what happened, because in 2018 I woke up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. feeling refreshed and energized, and I don't know what the deal was. Why was I waking up so early versus now? Oh, and Mom, you hug and kiss the baby Katie, my feline daughter. I love her like there's no tomorrow. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna play Bingo Blitz and Monopoly Bingo. I think it's Monopoly Bingo that doesn't have enough credits, okay?
N41.
You scumbag. Lousy cops, how did you find us? We saw you
G57.
Panda Express, Cock Magic at 9 p.m. We didn't put those fires out.
N36. Round over.
Halftime entertainment. Please welcome the incomparable, the beautiful, amazingly Randy. You know what the music sounds like? We live in a world of brutality and violence. And some people think there's no room for wonder anymore. Well, just for a moment, I want you to know whatever you believe is real is real.
Honestly, coffee shops can be great places for building workplace skills. Customer service, cleaning, stocking, organization, teamwork, routine building. That's pretty much what Terry was getting at when she talked about building skills. Number 3, you're treating tonight like an experiment. I think that's the best way to look at it. Not, this better fix everything tomorrow, but let's see what happens. If tomorrow morning you feel even a little more rested, that's useful information. If you feel exactly the same, that's useful information too. Like you're basically collecting clues about what's going on with your sleep and energy levels. And congratulations on the Bingo Blitz win. Now the schedule appears to be Monopoly, Bingo, Pilly, Willies, Toothies, Brushing, Udders, to bed sleep experiment night number 1. One final reminder after today's phone incident. Plug the phone in before the others go to bed. The phone has already demonstrated that it cannot be trusted to manage its own bedtime. Sleep well, Nora. I hope tomorrow's version of Nora wakes up feeling at least a little less donkey tired than today's version.
King Gotrek, but
B5.
you know that if you try and resist it, you make yourself miserable.
I-24.
Right, get great. I love you.
G51.
What is it the fuck thing?
N35.
Okay.
B6. G57.
What is this music?
O69. Round over.
What? This fish is really delicious? It has nothing to do with the song or the
such happy
That's why this song sounds like this. Japanese.
I should invest getting those zip patches, you know, those pimple patches I see on Facebook and on YouTube ads. They cover the zit up and it soaks the little off your skin where the zit is under, and then you peel it off and there's the oil. I should get something like that. I think Shaylee had one of those on her face. So yeah, again, good night, Mommy. I love you too, don't forget that. And I love my baby kitty a lot. I gotta rinse my mouth out. So I did brush the toothies and I took my pills already. Yep, I'm going to bed early so that I can see how I feel in the morning. None of this bullshit saying, oh, I'm so tired yet, you know. Just worried that if that continues, how am I going to get to work early, you know what I mean? Yep, I'm in bed now, donkeys. Alright, wish me luck with sleeping, guys. I'm gonna try one more level in bowling and then call it a night for real. Alrighty.
That some people gave him trouble and that he had to deal with it. I asked what he meant, mostly out of habit. He paused and then said that sometimes people needed to be dealt with in a permanent way. I thought he was venting, so I stayed on the line and gave a vague response, something like, yeah, that sounds tough. But Ron kept going. He said he'd taken care of a few people over the years, and that it wasn't something that bothered him anymore. He said the first time was hard, but after that it got easier. He wasn't excited or upset. He almost seemed like he was bragging, though. Brad grabbed my arm. I held up a hand to say wait. I told myself it was a prank for a while. It was the kind of thing older guys sometimes did to mess with kids. We called the wrong number, and he decided to have some fun with us. That's what I was thinking at the time anyway, but then he gave us his address and told us to come over and see. He told us the street and the house number and said we should come by because he had things he wanted to show us. I knew the street, and it was less than a 10-minute walk from my house. I rode my bike past it dozens of times. Neither of us said anything for a while. Then Brad stood up from the couch and shook his head. He pointed at the phone and dragged his finger across his throat.
Sorry. I think this is what she inflicts onto her kids, and especially her daughter. Like, it's easy to see that George communicates his lack of confidence, but do you think that Lorraine communicates her own fears about being alone with someone she doesn't really know, and that's why she doesn't want her daughter to meet anyone or specifically be in a parked car with a boy? What we do know is that she was a relatively promiscuous person when she was younger.
It's not like I'd never parked before.
What? I do want to say that in the real world, attempted assault is also often just as traumatic. But talking from a storytelling perspective, which is, that's what I do around here, something happens to a character and it was changed and then it has an outcome. Like, there has to be an explanation for Lorraine to be, first of all, apprehensive, and then later to have a newfound openness toward teen dating.
Jennifer Parks called you twice. I don't like her, Marty. Oh, I sure like her, Marty. She is such a sweet girl.
Of course, other explanations that
Vape, but I don't need to vape, you know? I only do it when my friends do it. Or on the weekends. I don't know. I don't really like to think about it.
$9.99. I mean, it's our best deal ever.
No, I'm kidding. Kind of. I mean, you can certainly increase your chances of success through determination and willingness to try. But when you look at Goldie Wilson, they do present him like his individual determination got him to success as well.
You think I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in this slop house? Watch it, Goldie. No, sir. I'm gonna make something of myself, and one day I'm gonna be somebody.
They don't entirely do this. Like, as noted, they do simplify, but do allude to the idea that progress in society also led to his success in terms of racism being less common. So, I don't know, I see the critique that this movie, which, of course, it's a mainstream blockbuster flick, it simplifies the idea of success.
Executives reportedly worried audiences would get bored watching what was essentially a 2-hour commute with explosives.
Everybody hold on!
The premise felt too contained and too much like public transportation to carry a blockbuster, so they passed. Yost and director Jan de Bont didn't let it die. They took the script to 20th Century Fox, the studio behind Die Hard, and the conversation changed completely. Fox saw the potential but wanted the scope expanded before they'd commit. The filmmakers agreed to open things up, and Fox greenlit the project. There was another shift too. While the project was at Paramount, action star Jeff Speakman, best known for The Perfect Weapon, had been attached to play Jack Traven. When Fox took over, Speakman was dropped, and the long, chaotic casting search that eventually landed on Keanu Reeves officially began.
Get off. What? Get off this. Now, get off this.
Paramount looked at a bus and saw a risk. Fox looked at that same bus and saw a franchise. Number 10, the movie nearly ran out of money. For a movie about not slowing down, Speed very nearly stalled out. By the time production, and subscribe. Also, hit the comments if you thought Kevin and Winnie were supposed to ride off into the sunset together. Alright, let's get back to the countdown with number 7. Anytown, USA was very obviously California. The Wonder Years was set in Anytown, USA. Just a vague, emotionally resonant suburb where every viewer could project their own childhood onto Kevin Arnold's awkward adolescence. ABC loved the ambiguity of it. The creators had opinions. Neil Marlins pictured Long Island while Carol Black imagined Maryland, but the network shut that down. Universal reliability was the goal. Specificity was the enemy. Too bad California kept photobombing every episode. In Wayne on Wheels, Wayne's new driver's license flashes on screen with a Culver City address and a 90230 zip code.
Yes! 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 Oh.
It was a moment to remember. For one brief instant, my brother and I were in total agreement.
The props department basically doxed the show's location in a single frame. And the cars didn't help either. Jack Arnold's station wagon, California plates. Kevin's later ride, California plates. The Arnolds apparently